You think you understand what women want? You don't. And that's why you're frustrated, confused, or maybe even angry. Chances are, you've spent nights wondering why the good guy loses and why the one who doesn't care wins. Men, if you don't master your value, the system is set to leave you behind. Hypergamy doesn't rest. It tests you daily. Women are biologically hardwired to seek out the highest value man they can find, not because they're evil, but because it's about survival. High value isn't only about having 6 figures or six-pack abs. It's about mastering your mind, mastering your world, and knowing your worth. Women don't fall in love with what you do for them. They fall in love with how they feel when they're around you. Your problem isn't women. Your problem is thinking they're the key to your happiness. If you keep looking at women as prizes to be won, you'll never win. Women aren't the goal. Your growth is. When you realize that, you'll stop being disappointed and you'll start mastering the game. Hypergamy is a feature of human nature, not a glitch. Denying it won't change reality, but mastering yourself will. Comment below, I choose mastery, because today we're rewriting how you approach relationships. Number 1. The harsh reality of hypergamy. Women don't choose randomly. They are biologically driven to select a man who provides the highest chance for survival and security. A woman's attraction is earned in the present moment, no matter how much effort you've put in before. You're only as good as who you are right now. If you keep looking at women as prizes to be won, you'll never win. Women aren't the goal, your growth is. You think women fall in love with what you do for them? Wrong. They fall in love with how they feel around you. Women are biologically hardwired to seek out the highest value man they can find, not because they're evil, but because it's about survival. A woman doesn't care how nice you've been to her over the years if she no longer respects the man you've become today. She tests you constantly because her instincts tell her she needs the best man available. If you've ever felt like you were blindsided by a breakup, understand this. She didn't leave overnight. She left gradually as she lost respect for you and saw you stop growing. And it hurts. It's painful when you've invested everything, only to watch her walk away as if none of it mattered. But the truth is, it's not about what you did in the past. It's about the man you are right now. The top 10% of men aren't just those with money and looks. They're the men who constantly improve, who don't settle, and who don't rely on anyone to validate their worth. Hypergamy is a test. It's not your enemy. It's your wake-up call. It forces you to ask, are you evolving or are you stagnant? Women are drawn to progress. The man who's constantly leveling up in his life becomes magnetic. Women don't need to be convinced to stay with a man who's moving forward because, instinctively, they don't want to be left behind. If you ever wonder why women leave good men for someone they just met, it's not because they're heartless. It's because they didn't feel secure in their future with you. Hypergamy demands that women choose men who are capable of securing that future. If you're not growing, you're not giving her that assurance. And this isn't something to be angry about. It's an opportunity. Every rejection, every test, and every failure can either be the thing that breaks you or the thing that builds you. The choice is yours. Stop complaining that women are too picky. Start asking yourself whether you're the man they should pick. Hypergamy exists to push men to their fullest potential. If you embrace it, you'll become unstoppable. Number 2. Why money and looks won't guarantee you success. Many men believe that once they've achieved external success, women will automatically flock to them. But let's get something straight. Money and looks alone won't make her stay. Women are drawn to men who give them a feeling of emotional security, presence, and leadership. A woman doesn't fall in love with a man's wallet. She falls in love with the experience of being around him. Think about the men you see getting rejected despite their success. The gym bro with chiseled abs sitting alone at the bar. The millionaire divorced 3 times because none of his relationships lasted. Why? Because they treated their external achievements as the finish line. They thought their bank accounts and muscles would do all the work. But women aren't waiting to be impressed by what you've achieved. They're watching to see if you know how to maintain it, how you carry yourself, and whether you're capable of inspiring them emotionally. When you walk into a room, women don't just see your appearance, they feel your energy. If you carry yourself like a man who's unsure of his place in the world, she'll sense it. Women are experts at reading body language and confidence. They can tell when your success is genuine or when you're overcompensating. The truth is, money and looks will get her attention, but they won't win her heart unless you have something deeper to offer. Confidence isn't built in the gym or through a paycheck. It's built from within. The man who can hold a woman's gaze without flinching, who can walk away without begging for another chance, and who knows that his worth isn't tied to her approval, is the man she'll chase. This is the man who doesn't have to compete because he's already won. Stop thinking you need to buy her love or impress her with material things. She's not looking for a transaction, she's looking for an experience, and that experience is created by a man who leads. You want to know why some guys who seem average get women you can only dream of? It's not because they're lucky, it's because they understand that attraction is about emotional engagement. The man who can make her feel alive, who can challenge her without being intimidated, and who can maintain his composure even when she tests him, will always win. Women don't want a perfect man. They want a man who's real, strong, and capable of standing on his own. Number 3. Why status and value need to be maintained. Reaching high-value status isn't the end, it's just the beginning. Many men assume that once they've made it, they can relax. But women don't reward complacency. Hypergamy constantly evaluates your status. The moment you stop being the man she respects, you risk losing her. You've seen it happen. The successful entrepreneur who neglects his relationship because he thinks his success will always be enough. The man who becomes lazy, thinking she'll stay because of what he's already done. But women don't live in the past. Their attraction to you is tied to who you are today and where you're going tomorrow. A woman's respect is earned through consistent growth. If she feels like you're no longer evolving, she'll start looking elsewhere, even if she doesn't realize it at first. Women need to feel that the man they're with is someone they can look up to. If you've stopped leading, she'll lose her respect. And when respect is gone, attraction follows. Men often blame women for being disloyal, but the truth is, loyalty is tied to leadership. If you lead, she'll follow. But if you falter, she'll question whether you're the man she thought you were. This is why men get blindsided by breakups. They assume their past efforts will carry them through the present. They assume love is unconditional, but it's not. Attraction is earned every day. Number 4. Building real attraction that lasts. Real attraction isn't about flashy displays of wealth or charm. It's about creating an emotional connection that's built on respect, leadership, and purpose. When a woman looks at you, she wants to see a man who knows where he's going. She wants to feel safe in your presence, not because you've told her she's beautiful, but because your actions prove you're capable of handling life's challenges. Women respect men who set boundaries. They respect men who aren't afraid to say no, who don't tolerate disrespect, and who know when to walk away. When a woman sees that you respect yourself, she'll respect you even more. Attraction is born from that respect. A woman won't stay with a man she pities. She'll stay with a man she admires. You don't need tricks or gimmicks. You need purpose. A man who's on his mission doesn't have to chase women. They chase him. The moment you stop prioritizing female validation and start prioritizing your growth, you become the man she can't ignore. Women aren't the goal, they're the byproduct of your journey toward mastery. Stop chasing her. Stop chasing approval. Chase mastery. Women don't complete you, they mirror your growth. Become the man who doesn't need to be chosen because you've already chosen yourself. Now, if you're ready to represent the mindset of men who build, lead, and never settle, check out our merch. Wearing it isn't just about style, it's a statement. It says you're on a mission, you're unstoppable, and you're living life on your terms. Let the world know you're part of something bigger. Wear it, own it, live it.